What's the deal? You already know what it is. Back in the shoot, another video to pump out to my young boys, maybe girls. But nah, I got a quick little video for y'all. And I want to talk about introverts. Yep, talking to my introverts today. Fellow introverts. You feel me? I just want to come out here and say, ain't nothing wrong with being a reserved nigga, bro. If you ever had the thoughts in your head like, damn, I wish I wasn't so reserved, I wish I wasn't so, like, I don't want to say timid, but it's a difference between introverted and timid. You don't want to be timid at all. Like, it's okay to be introverted and, reserved to yourself and observe what's going on, because you always want to be looking. If you're doing too much of this, you ain't doing enough of this. So I want to say that to say it's a difference between that and being timid, bro. If somebody approach you, if you introverted and somebody approaches you, you ain't supposed to be on no, what do you want? Like nah, bro. Like that, all of that stuff, that's not gonna get you nowhere. Like, if a girl come up to you and she might be interested in you, because girls like introverted niggas. They like the niggas that's at the party, that's just chilling. He ain't doing too much. He keeping it cool, calm and collected. Chicks like that type of stuff. Nah, if a girl come up to you and she asking your name and stuff, you like, my name's Josh. Like, you fucking up. Like, it's the difference between introverted and you just being timid. Like, if you like a shy guy, like if you're kind of shy, you need to get out of that, because you're a man at the end of the day. It's like, what are you shy for? Like, you think somebody's gonna hurt you? Or you like, you gotta be, if you introverted, you gotta still stand firm while you are introverted. You feel me? You can't be on no little shy guy bullshit. You feel me? You gotta be, stand tall, hell high. If somebody approach you and they be like, what's going on? Da 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 da. Firm voice. What's the deal? It's like why you ain't talking? No, I just like to observe. I'm chilling, just seeing what's going on, catching the vibes. Like, you got to be quick with it. So that's the type of stuff that pique people's interest. It's like, okay, he a cool dude. He just chilling. So yeah, bro, it's really nothing. There's nothing wrong with being an introverted person, bro. There's nothing wrong with having it taking a minute for you to get out your comfort zone. I mean, me personally, I'm gonna get out my comfort zone pretty quick. Like, I used to be the kind of guy, it'd take a minute for me to warm up to people before I get on my full personality on who I am. But now it's just like, if we had one solid conversation, I feel like I can talk to you like we cool, but some people might not be able to handle that type of stuff. But hey, I ain't seen. I feel like people like honesty, and and if you can be honest with somebody, like with who you are or whatever, you'll go a long way like that, bro. Like, you ain't being all, I'm like, just be upfront with people on who you are, and we can go a long way. Another thing on the whole introverted thing, bro, and the whole, as far as being timid, is like, let's talk to the girls for a second. Ladies, I feel like y'all can't be, it's more acceptable for women to be timid, but like, y'all can't be timid to an extent where it's like, you can't even express yourself. You feel me? Like, if a dude was to approach you, he asks you he's like, how are you, whatever, he's trying to get to know you or something, and you like, oh, I'm good, like that's kind of like some dudes like that. Me personally, it's a turn off for me. Like, you gotta have some type of confidence, like some kind of strength behind your words. Like, cause if I approached you and you acting all timid and shy and all this stuff, like, some dudes see that as a sign that you're interested. but you might not actually be interested. You might just genuinely be, a reserved kind of girl. So when I see that, it's like I ain't really messing with it, because then if another dude come up to you and he on some he's like a more aggressive kind of dude, like he touching like, hi, how are you, and all that type of shit, and you can't stand your ground, it's like, come on now, like that ain't gonna work for me. You gotta have a backbone, is what I'm saying. So even girls that's like introverted or whatever, it's like you gotta kind of work into being able to separate that introvertedness into being like timid. So, and how you can do that, honestly, really how I was able to do it is just as I just grew, like as a person spiritually, that whole timidness kind of just left my body. Like when you go, oh yeah, semen retention for my dudes and women, if you semen retention, when you sit up there and build your confidence up from holding your seed and all that stuff, and you get closer to God, it just becomes like you get these kind of downloads that change your character. Like you get the kind of downloads that tell you, you know what, everybody people at the end of the day, everybody bleed like you bleed. Ain't no sense of being timid or nervous or being all reserved to anybody, really. Anybody can be talked to, approached, how, we all people. So then when you fellas, when you're on that semen retention and stuff, your confidence go up to a point where it's like you're not really worried about the outcome of, say, approaching a girl and it go wrong, because at the end of the day you understand your own value, and it's like, all right, whatever, it's cool, on to the next. Not that I'm doing that myself, but I'm just saying, like, nigga, if you actually into that, you want a girl or something and you want a semen retention tip, get on it. So you can sit up there and your personality and your characteristics can mold into the kind of person where you can go up to somebody and have those conversations. You can look somebody in the eye because you don't feel shame and guilt because you just choked your chicken last night. It's like, it's just do what you got to do. Not do what you got to do that. That's what you have to do. If you're not on that, that's what you have to do. If you like a more timid guy, try semen retention. Because if you stop choking your chicken, and that guilt, you gonna feel that guilt is not gonna be carrying, like just burdening your spirit when you go out in the world and you're trying to talk to people. And I hear semen retention work for women too. Like, stop flicking the bean, ladies. Put the lightsabers down. Like, you ain't gotta, I ain't gonna go into detail, but But that's pretty much it. This is really a quick one. Yeah, that's pretty much the message of the day, for real. Fellas, separate fellas and ladies, and separate the introvertedness from the timidness. Timidness is more so a sign of weakness. It's a sign of like you're hiding something, like you real shy, like, separate that from introvertedness. Introvertedness is when you can be more reserved and you keeping an eye out on what's going on. You always listening. And on top of that, when you're approached, you're not on no little timid junk. You stand firm even when you introverted. So that's pretty much the message of today, y'all. Take care, stay safe, on y'all boys.
This that reality shit.